Never siyang umiyak sa akin. Ako yung umiiyak sa kanya every time that we had a fight. And one time na she was very drunk, and kasi natutulog kami sa aming mayroon kami nung nasa Pilipinas ako, mayroon kaming business ng aking mama, like a small store, yung maliit na sari-sari store. At doon kami natutulog ng mama ko. And the time she was drunk, of course, you know what I always said, kung ang isang tao nakakainom, lahat ng kanilang iniisip is, kumbaga, it's everything is everything is galit. So my mom, she was very angry to me. I don't know, I didn't remember anymore, and I was really crying so hard on that time. Kasi syempre as a daughter, ginagawa mo yung best mo. Mapakita lang sa mama mo, mapakita lang na look at me, I'm do this because just for you, you know. And yeah, and my pop he came, and you know what my papa said to me? Instead na magagalit ka sa mama mo, instead magtatanim ka ng galit sa mama mo. Kasi ako guys, hindi ako nagtatanim ng galit, especially sa mother at father ko. I feel disappointed, that's it, and just give me a time to recover it. But galit, no. I think because my mom, they raised me in such a good way, you know, na wag kayong hindi lang sa akin, but all of my siblings, they said na wag kayong maglalagay ng galit sa iyong puso, puot, or selos, kasi hindi yun maganda. Yun ang pinaka na talaga sa akin, nang hanggang ngayon hawak ko pa rin yan. And I love that sermon from my mom, that kind of preaches. So yes, sinabi ng papa ko na just forgive your mom kasi she's drunk and hindi niya alam yung kanyang ginagawa. So I was like crying so hard. And my father is next to me, at siya yung tumabi sa akin sa pagtulog. Kasi normally my mom is always next to me. And the next day, I know already na my mom na never say sorry to me. You know, kasi syempre, I used to it. And ako, guys, I do everything na nakikita ng parents ko. I love my parents so much. I love them for everything, for being them, kasi yung sacrifice na ginawa nila sa amin, hindi talaga kumbaga hindi talaga matatawaran. Yung mga material dito sa mundo, wala yan. So yes, kung isa kang anak na overseas workers, kahit gaano ka pa kalayo sa pamilya mo, you have to be there, you have to be present. Use the social media, use your cell phone, call them, even just like 5 minutes, just call them to say how are you, how's your day, ano yung mga ginawa mo maghapon. And emotional naman, you also just be there also. You have to ask them about their emotion. Just listen, just listen. And physical, at least mag-vacation ka sa pamilya mo, sa parents mo, sa mga anak mo. Just give them, magbigay kayo ng bonding. It's just like 1 month, wag yung papatagalin ng 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, 10 years. Iba nga yung mga Pilipina, they're proud that they're 20 years in abroad. For me, I'm not proud with that. Kasi I miss a lot. I miss a lot. And at yung buhay ng isang tao is hindi permanente. Temporary lang, guys. Temporary. At kaya yung mga ibang tao na hindi nila matanggap yung kanilang loss ng kanilang pamilya, it's because mayroon silang missing part na hindi nila nagawa. At alam ninyo kung ano yung mga missing part na yun. Ako, guys, I just really did my best. I said to myself that this is time to give this mentally and emotional and physical to my parents. Kasi this is the only thing I can give to them. Magandang bahay, property, you can give them. I bought a property to my parents, and now my house is almost finished kasi I renovating my house from sa baro-barong bahay, like gutay-gutay na bahay, sirang-sira na mga sirang-sira na ano na tawag na ito na floor, tapos tumutulong bahay. Now my house is a stone, hindi lang sa pagmamayabang, and soon magpapalagay ako ng sliding window. And yes, I'm very happy, and I said to myself that I fulfill na yung mga gusto ko para sa parents ko, na binilhan ko sila ng lupa na masasabi talaga na amin, na sa kanila, especially my mother, my father, kasi nakapangalan sa kanila. And then yung bahay, well, just like unti-unti, I just say to my father that this is the only way that I can say thank you to them, you know. So sa lahat ng mga tao na kung yung mga mahal nyo sa buhay is nandito pa sa mundong ito, like what I said, give them this mental, emotional, and physical support. Kasi ito yung pinaka-importante sa pagiging isang tao. Kasi kahit wala na sila dito sa mundo, you know you did your best. And you know na wala kang pagkukulang. At yung healing mo, yes, you can still feel yung pagdadalamhati. That's normal. Because, syempre, through the time na nandito pa sila sa mundo, and then suddenly, when you wake up in the morning, next day, wala na sila dito sa mundo. It is very hard kasi you're used to it, that they've been there, to be present to you. But, syempre, that is part of our life, you know, na mawawala tayo dito sa mundo. Hindi lang yung parents natin, hindi lang yung mga mahal sa buhay natin, but we also gone, you know. But the only thing that alam mo na you really give everything to them nung sila'y nabubuhay pa. That's why yung iba, hindi sila maka-move on sa kanilang buhay kasi mayroon silang kumbaga yung kanilang purpose is hindi na fulfillment. And that's why they feel guilty. They feel yung galit. Hindi sila galit. It's because sa kanilang parents, no, or sa kanilang mahal sa buhay. May galit sila kasi hindi nila na-fulfill yung kanilang gustong gawin para sa kanilang mahal sa buhay. Yung guilty naman is, yung guilt is nasasabihin mo, sana palagi na lang akong tumatawag, sana nandyan na lang ako sa Pilipinas para nakasama ko sila. Well, this is my question. Kung nasa Pilipinas ka, do you also do that? Yung makikipag-bonding ka? At no matter what, how you feel to your parents, kahit nasasaktan ka or kahit you feel disappointed to them, at nagtatanim ka ng galit sa kanila, I think it's not para sa akin, hindi pa rin. Kahit malayo ka man or malapit ka sa kanila, you have to show it to them, yung suporta mo sa kanila, yung love mo sa kanila, yung pagiging kahit gaano man yung galit mo sa parents mo or sa mga mahal mo sa buhay, you have to give it space and just let it go with it, you know. Kasi walang mangyayari yan. Pag nandiyan ka rin, you're still spinning and spinning and spinning around, you know. And yeah. And the more affected is your soul, you know. You've been there, you've been stuck because yung galit mo, yung guilty mo, yung anxiety mo, yung you feel useless, you feel wala ka ng pag-asa. No, you still have, may pag-asa ka pa rin. You have to find it, and first you have to heal. You have to heal your loss, your grieving, just your grief. You just heal that first, you know. Heal that and ask forgiveness to your loved ones, or ask forgiveness to yourself. And that's it. You have to look forward, especially kung may mga anak ka pa, especially kung may gusto ka pang gawin sa buhay. Kasi hindi lang doon mag-e-end yung yung purpose mo. Kasi yung buhay nila, it is already end. Being your loved ones, it's already end, you know. But ikaw na pagiging nandito ka pa sa mundo, you have to continue your life. And hindi mo na mababalik lahat ng mga nangyari. You cannot change everything. The fact that, but the only thing you have to change is yung future mo. Yung present and yung future mo. So that's the only, you have to focus on that. You know, dapat magpatawad ka sa yung sarili. And yes, and doon sa mga taong nandito pa yung mahal sa buhay nila, just call them, guys. Just be connected to them. At kahit ano pa mang problema yung mga nangyayari sa buhay-buhay, minsan you just give, you just give time out to your both side, and then start talking to them, asking forgiveness, listen each other. That's the most important. Nung time na yung, kasi I told my mom that wag na siyang uminom kasi she's getting older, although she's 60 years old. And then I said to my mom na wag ka nang uminom. Yeah, hindi na ako uminom. And then one time uminom siya, and she was very, very emotional, and then I said to her, I don't want to talk to you right now kasi you are very emotional, and alam ng mama ko na I don't like that, kasi nakakapagsalita ka ng hindi maganda. So, I don't want to talk about that. I said to her, I said, tomorrow, I will call. So, next morning, tumawag ako, and she was really good. And one thing that I love my mom, because she said to me, I'm sorry, hindi ko tinupad yung promise ko sa'yo na hindi na ako iinom. I said to my mom, yeah, you know what, ma, hindi kita pinagbabawalan na hindi uminom. You can drink, but you have to control yourself also. Kasi madali na silang madali na silang malasing kasi nga yung age nila. And also my father, and I always told them. And they know I said, you can drink whatever you want, but once if you get drunk, you know where you're gonna go. Bed. So, alam ngayon ng alam ng papa ko at alam din ng mama ko na I don't want, noise, I don't want like shouting, kasi hindi lang sila yung nakatira doon, pati yung mga nephew ko, sister-in-law ko, my brother, especially yung mga nephew ko, may mga bata doon, that I feel that, kasi nung time na bata pa ako, yan talaga yung gawain nila, na my father, they always searching war, fight some outside, and I don't like it. I feel anxious, I feel nervous, I feel like everything, so I don't like it. So alam ko kung ano yung nararamdaman ng mga pamangkin ko. So I said to them, ayokong maramdaman nila yung naramdaman ko, kasi yung trauma, guys, it's still andyan pa rin yan kasi. So, I don't like it. So, my mom, they always says, I'm sorry that I get drunk again. And I said to my mom, yeah, I said, wala akong magagawa kasi, yan ka sabi ko sa kanya, yan ka So, I said to my mom, I'm sorry also if I say something, words. Hindi naman siya very, yung naman na words, no. Hindi naman ako ganun. So, and then another time, yeah, every time, I love calling my parents kung yung fresh ba sila, yung hindi sila nakainom. Kasi I like that. I love them so much. I'm very thankful that they're my parents, and they're very responsible parents, really. And hindi ko makakamit kung anong mayroon ako ngayon because of my parents. And lahat ng mga may mga kaibigan din ako ng mga Filipina na nakapangasawa din sila ng mga foreigner. And nung dumating sila sa lugar ng kanilang asawa, they forget everything, It's because, yeah, I'm already here. So what? Just, I can do whatever I want. They can do whatever they want. So, ako, never. My papa, when I was young, my papa always said, yeah, once if you already success your life, you will forget us. And I always, in my mind, I always says, I never do that. I'm never gonna do that. Really. So, until now, I show it to my father, na mali yung kanyang iniisip. And how much I love my father. I know he loved me. He loved me a lot. Both my parents, my mom and my pop. I know they love me so much. And I really, tayong mga Pinoy kasi hindi tayo very showy sa ating mga anak. I'm different kasi I live here in Belgium, and Belgium is very, you have to show it, your love, your affection to your children. But in the Philippines, hindi kasi ganun yung culture natin. And I know my mom and my papa loves me so much. Kasi kung hindi nila kami mahal, wala kami dito sa mundong ito, 'di ba? So, yes, and doon sa mga taong until now nagdadalamhati sila sa kanilang mahal sa buhay, well, um, the only thing you have to do is accept what it is, and try not to make those mistake sa future or sa present mo. Kasi, yes, nobody is perfect, but we can also do something, that being imperfection. And iba-iba kasi tayong pananaw sa ating buhay. You know what, I lost a lot of, my uncle, my three uncle 2 years ago. And after I get vacation to the Philippines, yung nagproseso ng papers ng property namin, my uncle, 2 months he passed away 2019. And I was feel sad, but behind it, I feel happy. Because I said to him, thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping my papers. Without you, the papers, this property, never gonna go, in order. But it's because of you. I really appreciated everything. So I'm very happy that one last chance I see them. And also my 2 uncles, one last chance I see them also. And I'm very happy for that. At hindi ko tinitingnan yung I feel lost. I feel yung pagdadalamhati. But in the other side, I said to myself, finally they can rest without any pain anymore. And as people na natitira dito sa yung pamilya nila na natitira pa dito sa mundong ibabaw, we have to keep going. That's the only way we can do. We have to keep going. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Sana nakapagbigay ako sa inyo ng aral sa pagiging isang tao dito sa mundo, And doon sa mga taong nagdadalamhati hanggang ngayon, kumbaga, just take your time, take your time and ilabas mo lahat, give yourself 1 month, and after that 1 month, you have to start over. You have to start yourself, And kasi hindi magiging masaya yung mahal mo sa buhay kung nasan man sila ngayon. Pag nakikita kang ganyan, that you still stuck in it. Hindi ibig sabihin na you have to forget them. No, hindi natin sila makakalimutan. Nasa puso pa rin natin sila, kasama pa rin natin sila. But us being human, we have to move forward. Love yourself. Love people around you, especially those people who always support you, na no matter what, and accept you as being you. And hindi ka binibigyan ng Panginoon ng walang purpose. Before He give that to you, He already knows that you will survive, So I know how it feels, kasi in my journey, I was also been a lot of problems, a lot of difficult situation. But look at me, I pass all of it because I know God. I know God that I will survive with it, And He know na malaki yung trust niya sa akin. And I know it's difficult to find that trust, but of course, the only thing you have to do is just try it, Just try and keep on moving. That's the only thing. The best thing that you can do. Who knows? In the road, diba? So anyway, guys, thank you so much and have a nice day to you all. Thank you.